So Celtics Bucks game 4. you know, honestly, I feel like this game 4 was a game for Milwaukee to come in at home and making this series 3-1, and they'd be going back to Boston for game 5. And somehow, well, I know how, but with this whole situation, I feel like the Bucks just literally just gave this game away. If we're being 100 with each other, this is a non-biased opinion. They literally just gave this game away. I'm going to go ahead and kick it off with the Boston Celtics. Jason Tatum had a quiet 30-point game because he was not shooting well at the beginning of the game, and then started to get into a rhythm as the game went on. And Al Horford put up 30 points. And at some point, when are the Milwaukee Bucks going to put a body and actually consider Al Horford a threat during the course of this series? Al Horford shot 5 for 7 from the 3-point line. At this point, I would think that Mike Budenholzer would have the mindset, okay, if Al Horford is literally knocking down a consistent three ball better than most of our guys shooting threes right now. So we need to put a body on him at all times. And I feel like Al Horford has been like the key cog to the Boston Celtics in this series. His opportunities at the 3-point line, he has not missed out on those opportunities. And that's been keeping Boston in this game. And the last two games, especially, the energy that Al Horford has bought in these last two games have made a big difference. Even though they lost game 2, but they made a big difference how Al Horford comes in here and plays this game. Now, towards the end of the game, we did see a little something something from Marcus Smart, him being able to take uh Drew Holiday to the hole and muscle him into getting some easy buckets. That's going to be something to look at when we come down to game 5 in Boston. How are they going to defend that? And and it's crazy because of the fact that Boston was in foul trouble. Like, we were sitting with Jaylen Brown had 5 fouls in the fourth quarter. We had Al Horford, he was sitting with 3. Um, Grant Williams, I believe he had 3. So and Marcus Smart, 3. So they had like, and again, and Robert Williams wasn't playing. So again, Milwaukee had an opportunity to steal this game without Robert Williams because they literally didn't have no answer for Giannis during the course of this game. Now, with Giannis, understandably 34 points, 18 rebounds, at this point is almost unstoppable. But I'm gonna go ahead and agree with Charles Barkley here in the halftime show. At some point, Giannis is gonna have to, okay, still be aggressive, but learn how to pass the ball just to get the other guys on the Milwaukee Bucks involved. And what have we been talking about? Brook Lopez. Get him involved. This Boston Celtics team is very, very small. Brook Lopez, I believe in the fourth quarter alone, scored like 13 points, something like that. End of the game was 17. Like, get Brook Lopez involved. Like, every time Giannis comes down the court, they're building the wall. Every time Giannis is in the paint, they trapping him. So they're leaving Brook Lopez wide open for him to be able to get where he needs to get. Now, I am extremely impressed with Drew Holiday. He has been extremely aggressive in this year's playoffs, like especially versus Boston. Like, he's been aggressive, he's attacking the cup, he's been shooting the 3 ball with confidence. Like, I'm liking the way Drew Holiday is playing right now. Wesley Matthews, unfortunately, he couldn't emulate his game 3 success as far as defensively guarding Jason Tatum, considering the fact he gave up 30 points. But again, it all comes back down to Giannis. How do you want to come out and play this game? And I'm getting sick and tired every time the Boston Celtics end up getting on a roll and the Milwaukee Bucks come down on offense and Giannis takes a 3. that blows the shit out of me. Like that's gotta stop. Like Giannis gotta at some point. Like I understand the fact that you want to have a complete game. You want to have the defense step up on you instead of they playing off of you when you come down. But you taking that jumper so early in the shot clock. Number one, you're basically the tallest player on the floor at that point outside of Brook Lopez if he's on the floor. So it makes it easy for the Boston Celtics to get an easy rebound and get into transition quickly when you do that. And number two, it just like you just killed all your momentum. Like you just went down the court and you scored probably like what 4 or 5 times in a row, and Giannis comes up and shoots a three. So like 5 seconds in the shot clock, shoots a three, and it just kills the momentum for the Milwaukee Bucks. Like that stuff's got to stop, man. Like I cannot stand Giannis taking jumpers. Like do what works. You literally have been taking them to the cup every single play. You were drawing the foul. You were putting the pressure on the defense, putting these guys in foul trouble. Keep doing it. But at the same time, go ahead and pass the ball out sometimes when you need a break, and when you see like literally like all four defenders are preventing you from getting to the hole, you got to pass the ball out. You literally got to pass the ball out. But 116-108, the Boston Celtics take it in Milwaukee. Again, I felt like Milwaukee Bucks should have taken Game 4 and making this series 3-1, and they could have just ended up closing this thing out in Game 4, Game 5, Game 5 or Game 6, where they could have ended in Boston. But unfortunately, that's not going to happen. They're going to Boston, and it's tied.
Nah for the Bay. Nah for the Bay. We don't care what you said. Nah for the Bay. Nah for the Bay. Nah for the Bay. We ain't hearing what you said. Nah for the Bay. Fire!